No press conference action.
Ready?
All right, bet.
Questions for Josh Conerly. Start right here on the left with James.
Josh, have you decided what you're going to do next season?
I'm not focused on that. Just focus on the game.
Right next to him, Zach.
Will said that more than your physical attributes, it's your mental IQ, your football IQ that really helps you. He said that if he let you practice, he thinks you could go out and play QB for a little bit. What do you think about that, and kind of what part of it is what part of the game kind of helps you the most in that aspect?
I'm gonna say I've strived for the last 2 years to learn our system inside out. And I mean, I feel like I could in a sense, probably couldn't call a lot of pass plays, but but I mean, yeah, I feel like I've been pretty locked in on our game plan week in and week out. So yeah.
Let's go, Chris, on the left-hand side here.
Yeah, Will also said he wasn't too sure if you could throw the ball either.
No, can't throw the ball at all.
When Nishad, started early in the season, it seemed like the line kind of stabilized a little bit. What did he mean coming in and playing well at that time of the year and then throughout the season?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we got really cohesive after week 3 and going into Big Ten play, and we've hit our stride right at the right time. And I mean, we kind of just kept it going through the rest of this year. So
Back middle, Matt.
You've faced probably multiple future draft picks on the edges this year, whether it's this game or Penn State or Michigan. Just how has that prepared you for the Rose Bowl, and how well do you feel like you've kind of held up against elite talent?
I mean, I go against it every day in practice. Jordan Burch, Mateo Uyangale, like those are going to be day 1, day 2 guys. Mateo's probably going to be a top 10 pick next year. Tatum Tuyoti, Blake Purchase, Jaden Moore, even though he's not with us anymore. Like day in, day out, I go against elite talent on a daily basis. So, I mean, practice has what's prepared me for all these big games and what we're going into this upcoming week.
Back left, Brett.
You talked about the cohesiveness, and that kind of was the big difference after week 3. But what was it exactly that kind of clicked for you guys? Was it the reps at practice? Was it the in-game experience? What really changed that allowed you guys to be the unit that you are right now?
Yeah, I think a little bit everything that you just said. Getting game reps together, and then really just the amount of communication that we have during practice. All of our practice reps is what's led to our success this year. So,
On the left middle, Olivia.
Coach Sines said he would put you up against anybody in the country. Do you have that same level of confidence in yourself? And if so, how does that confidence help you against Ohio State?
I would put myself against anybody in the country. I put our whole team against anybody in the country. I feel like we could play against or with anybody. So, I mean, I feel like that's a pretty good question. That's helped me, like, it helps me over prepare sometimes. Just going in and making sure I'm always ready and that everybody's on the same page.
Front left, James.
What do you remember the first matchups with 44 and 33, and what stands out about them in the 6-7 games they've played since?
That they've just continuously been themselves, and that they've continued to dominate the rest of the Big Ten. And that I'm gonna say they've obviously gotten better, just like how we have. So I feel like we've all been making like big steps, and it leads us to this stage. So
Second row, middle, Aaron.
Your team has talked the whole season about blocking out the noise, and it feels like the noise is at the loudest at this point in the season. With such the long break, has it been harder to block out that noise, and how do you personally go about blocking out the noise?
I mean, it's there. I don't have I have like Instagram, but I don't use it very often. And I don't have Twitter through the season. But I mean, I like just like I feel like it's there, 100%. It's there, and everyone talks about it. But it's really about how you go about it yourself. I feel like for me personally, I just try to focus on like what I have right in front of me, what to do, and not really staring a bunch of different ways, just going straight.
Back middle, Matt.
As a West Coast guy, just how special is it to be playing in this Rose Bowl and the platform it presents for a team and for individually? If you play well, it's going to get noticed.
Right. I feel like this is stuff you dream of. This is why you come to Oregon. This exact game. Watching them as a kid, growing up. Like I said, this is where you want to be. This is what you live your whole life for. This is what you play football for.
Back left, Brett.
I kind of want to touch on that more because of the confidence that you have, that you would want to take on anyone in the country to face off against a team like Ohio State multiple times, one of the best teams in the country. How much do you thrive for, live for moments like this, just as a player that loves the game and the sport of football?
I mean, I've been playing this game since I was 4 years old. My my 16 years, 17 years playing this game has prepared me for this moment. And I feel like the amount of reps that we get in practice every single day for the past 2 weeks is what's gonna have us prepared.
We're going to go to the Zoom. Scott Reed.
Hey, Josh, real quick. Noah Whittington has had a little bit heavier workload in the second half of the season. How important has it been for the offense to have him carry a little bit more of the load and then also keep Jordan James fresh and create some better versatility, I think, offensively with him getting more touches?
I think it's really important having both of them in there. And I feel like it doesn't really change much when one comes in and one comes out. We're going to try and block the same and hit on all the same details within our plays and get the job done.
Dan Hope.
Josh, you guys gave up, I think, 7 sacks in the first 2 games and only 6 in the 11 games since. Just what is it that clicked so well for this offensive line for you guys to do so well in pass protection?
I think it's the trust within each other. And like I said, the cohesiveness of getting reps that really brought us together through practice and um, just constant communication. I feel like between each other on the field, during practice, in the game, and off the field, spending more time with each other and just doing all the little things in order to bring us together.
Front left, James.
Few things have a stronger correlation to beating Ohio State than outrushing them. In their last 12 losses, 11 of them have had outrushed. You guys did that to them earlier this season. What made you so effective in establishing the run, and what did you see to possibly be able to replicate that again?
All we need is 11 guys doing the same exact thing and being on the right page, and we'll be able to do that against whoever.